Yeah, welcome back to the channel, man. Tune Reacts. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Hey, man, we about to get into my boy Yada Awakening, man. This nigga out here beating women. The man of the year. The best man you could get. And it's not funny, y'all. Why, a girl, she got black eye and all that shit. But it just, a boy been putting up this facade, him and her, for a long time. And you could tell it's fake. Just looking at their whole persona and their energy, just everything. It looked like some fake shit, some shit that just, when the camera come on, we about to act. You know what I'm saying? They need their own. I was already saying they need their own little television show. You know what I mean? A little sitcom. But let's see what they talking about, y'all.
Stop having sympathy for weak men.
I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed, I'm hurt.
That nigga punched the fuck out of her.
But I know I'll make it through.
You
Stop
gonna make
having
it,
sympathy
girl.
for weak men.
Because
when you do, you invite the devil into your life. Now this man's competing with you, jealous over you, envious over you, and every time you're about to reach a goal, he sabotages it. When you're at peace, he starts arguments. When you want to take a vacation, he done spent money on something that's fraudulent. Understand who you are and understand your worth. You're no longer crying over a dusty bum. Your home is no longer shelters to homeless men. And I don't care if you're dealing with a man that has money. If he's cheap, he's a dusty bum.
Look.
So stop having sympathy for these type men. Because when a man loves you, he goes to war with the lowest parts of himself. When he loves you, he goes to war when he sees tears drop from your eyes. A man that can't protect you from himself, his flaws, his shortcomings, can't protect you from anything. So no more having sympathy for weak men, because it invites the devil into your home. Have standards and have boundaries. And if they can't meet them or they cross them, you cut them out your life.
What if I told you that one of the easiest ways to hide the mistreatment of a woman is to build your entire public image around protecting women? Think about that. Because when everybody already believes that you're the protector, the provider, and the man that spoils his wife, the man who tells black men to step up and take care of your woman, give your wife the world, who is going to believe the woman that is living inside that beautiful mansion when she says that she wasn't safe? And maybe all of the high-end luxury designer clothes
look at this nigga. This nigga look crazy as fuck. Like, even how he talk, if you ever heard him in an interview or like this on a clip or something, like just hearing him, you could tell something really, going on with him mentally. Like,
never proof that she was protected. Maybe it was simply proof that he could just afford all of that shit. Today, we're talking about something much bigger than one man. We're talking about the psychology of the performative protector. We're talking about men who build enormous platforms around protecting black women, providing for women, spoiling women, and presenting themselves as the standard of masculinity. All the while, allegedly behaving very differently inside their own homes. And before we go any further, I'm going to make something really clear.
No surprise,
I'm discussing reported allegations, publicly presented evidence, and behavioral patterns. I am not diagnosing anybody with this psychological disorder. I am merely a student of psychology, first year at that. But we're going to discuss it. We're going to discuss branding. We're going to discuss manipulation, relationships, and most importantly, we're going to get into this mess. Vibers, I subscribe when I can. Probably know her simply as Queen Yada, the wife of Yada Awakening. And if you follow them for any amount of time, then you know exactly what their marriage appeared to represent. We watched the luxurious vacations. We saw the designer closets. We saw the beautiful homes, the extravagant gifts, the pampering, the postpartum treatment, which was absolutely top tier. And most importantly, we saw a husband who publicly
he probably about to beat the hell
looked so extravagant.
Shawty was his money maker. She was the one who was helping pump the illusion to everybody with him.
extravagant, so carefully curated, and so far removed from the everyday struggles that most women have that it looked unbelievable. And Muffin, apparently that's the problem, because what Queen Yada is revealing now suggests that the life we were watching on social media may have been very different from the life that she was actually experiencing behind closed doors.
It's
All of
not
our grannies told
surprising.
us that everything that glitters is not gold. And sometimes the designer shoes are real, the vacations are real, the money is real.
And it's crazy why a lot of women, they end up getting caught up in that shit, watching that shit. And they be like, oh yeah, shit, my man, he supposed to be like this. You know what I'm saying? Why? You know, even old Shawty, the one that got the black eye, she was promoting that whole ass shit too. And it's like, damn, it's fucked up. You know, but at the end of the day, you can't feel sorry for motherfucker while she out there promoting it. And know you was, you know, getting beat the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell Shawty masculine, ghetto than a motherfucker hood rat. But trying to act like you just some Hassa did it bit. Oh, look at me. I got the Louis bag. Your man gotta drop the $100,000 in my pocket. Like, come on. Like, where's the realism in the, you know, in the situation, or what people talking about? It's like, man, I'm
House
gonna
is
let it. I'm
real,
trying to get to
but
when to
the
talk,
image
y'all.
being
I'm sorry.
created around all those things can still be
This shit is
bullshit,
funny
because
watching it. Look
social
at this
media
shit.
allows us to see what happens in front of the camera only. It don't tell us what happens when that
Like,
camera goes
look at all
off.
this shit on the floor.
And Queen Yada is now pulling back that curtain herself, baby. So before we go any further, I need to give you a serious trigger warning. We're going to discuss text messages and other material that Queen Yada herself is putting out. But most importantly, we are here to hear her describing this topic. So some of what you're about to see is going to be disturbing, but we got to show the receipt.
Get to this
Parent that
shit.
Queen Yada and Yada Awakening had separated, I started paying closer attention, because there's also public discussion surrounding the polygamous nature of their relationship, and there's some conflict going on with the other woman, but I don't know that all of the details and all this kind of stuff. But this situation may or may not have anything to do with what Queen Yada is revealing now. I don't know. And I'm not going to manufacture a connection where I don't have the evidence, for one. But what she is alleging is serious enough to stand on its own. And I think this conversation is much bigger than one marriage. This is literally about image versus reality. And it's about, and it can be styled like when people poverty shame people, or because they don't have a lot of money, or they're just middle.
I thought you gonna let them
Woman, for
talk.
breakdown on what is, I don't think a lot of it. She posted a statement that is a lot for a listening audience. So I will absolutely leave it at the end and post it on my community wall for those of you that want to read it. But she spoke about literally being 8 weeks postpartum and looking at this bruise on her face, which I'm assuming this is the bruise. And
Damn.
she said more.
I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed, I'm hurt. But I know I'll make it through. I've tried everything. Everything. I'm here getting the rest of my stuff.
It's not funny, y'all. This shit is crazy.
And if you were to never speak to Yada again, ever again, what would you tell him? What would be your last message? That part's gonna make me cry. But I tried everything, and in my heart, I love you. You will always be my best friend. But I have to choose myself, and I have to protect our babies. And I would much rather them have both parents alive than to one be in a hospital with something terminal, or one of us not to be here. So I'm praying for you, though. That's what I would say.
Damn, yeah, this video was, yo.
My heart goes out to her, and I wish her nothing but support and success on her journey, as well as healing. She also posted this text message, and I'll go ahead and read it. She says, "Just FYI, I have to find a way to get my mouth fixed fast. That night you hit me broke off the rest of my tooth. I've been having severe pain
Damn, that nigga beating the
since. If
fuck
it's
out of her.
infected, it will cause my breast milk to become infected." He responds, not acknowledging any of this stuff that she just said prior. "Go to Dr. Dave. That's the best bet at the best price." Crazy work.
But that
So she
nigga
says,
crazy.
"You were supposed to be there with me. You were supposed to always be my safe space. I hate that you did this to our family. Have a good day, yada." And she says something else, but she kind of cut it off. It says, "I told you I didn't even like that girl who allows someone to just drink." Okay. And so I don't know if that girl is the sister wife or whatever, but I do know that we need to break this down. First and
Not
foremost, kudos to her for
yada.
getting out. It
Not the
typically
best
takes
man in the
women who are
world.
suffering from DV 3 to 5 times to finally leave. That's why I do not believe in shaming women going through DV. It takes a while, but you have to eventually decide to choose yourself, especially as a Black woman, because we make up the largest group of women. And if you're in what
Relationship with you and she's still struggling.
Now look at this shit,
then
y'all.
stay
Look.
tuned.
Is she in a relationship with you and she's still struggling? How is she in a relationship with you and she still feels alone? She's mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally falling apart, but you want to act like you don't see it. You're not a man. You're a boy trapped in a man's body. You have became your father all over again, a dusty bum. You're from a generation of dusty bums, but you want to claim yourself to be a man. You think she should be submissive when you're unable to provide financially, unable to provide emotionally, unable to provide mentally and intellectually. You're not a man. You think you're a man just because you have a penis. Real men take care of their women from the bottom of their feet to the top of their head. And these weak men want to say a man is able to provide his woman's needs is a simp. Yeah, this is my woman's closet. Yeah, I think I'm a simp. And when you get with a woman that wants
At least you
material
know,
things and oh, she's a
nigga.
gold digger, every woman should be a gold
At
digger.
least you know,
Y'all just don't
nigga.
have nothing to dig for.
Hey, man, you gotta practice what you preach, man. You know what I'm talking about? Out here giving false hope, you know what I'm saying? And hey, man, that nigga, boy, and that nigga a sucker ass nigga, bro. But I been said that shit, bro. I been said that. I been called that shit out. Like this, y'all seen the couple little seconds of this clip just playing. You could just feel this nigga aura. Like it sound fake. It don't even sound realistic. You know what I'm saying? Just hearing this nigga talk. And it's funny, y'all. It's like, man, that's why I keep telling y'all, don't get caught up in all this damn Instagram, social media, whatever. Like, don't get caught up in that shit, man. Like, it's a lot of people out here be perpetrating like they got the best. It's a lot of motherfuckers I could put out there, but it's a lot of motherfuckers acting like they got the perfect relationship. And you got Prince Charming, and he like, whatever you need, baby, I'll be there. I got you. And then you got this bitch, you know, she fucked up. You know, he might have did some, you know, you could tell Shawty, you know, got manipulated. You know what I'm saying? But she a stupid motherfucker, her down. So at the end of the day, both of these niggas is dumb as fuck. That's why I don't feel sorry for none of them motherfuckers. And it's like, and I don't promote, I don't, you know, like the violence and stuff, especially, you know, he beating on a woman and stuff and shit like that. But it's like, this is what people, look how you out here deceiving people. You know what I'm saying? God don't like ugly, man. It's like you can't keep being out here scamming and scheming and pushing a false narrative to people for time and time after time and think shit like this is not real. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when it do happen now, it's like you could tell Shawty fed up. You know, she been going through this shit for a minute, you know, with him probably for years. You know, but why sit out here and be a false teacher, be a false giving false hope to people, you know, you know, and then trying to make it seem like it's some godly shit y'all saying. You know, it's like that's the shit that
Men get motivated when their women need things.
look
You're
at this
not a
nigga. That
man.
nigga
How
get
are you with
highlighted.
her? She's still struggling mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. You are dusty bums that need to go back to the mountain of dust. Take your
Buy my that
Hey, y'all, I wonder what his content gonna be now. I never seen the other sister or whatever sister wife or he got another hoe. But I wonder what his content gonna be now. Like what he have to say about the situation or how he gonna keep going on about
this is what a
his,
real man does. A real
his
man
content.
provides, protects, puts his wife in luxury, and gives her money. And let's not looks just for what we saw. His wife, you want a partner suite, whatever you want to do. Put a harp in the corner if you want to. The issue,
her needs.
typically, we would say, because remember, he also creates what not only requires respect, okay, and that is basically doesn't necessarily tell us down. We need to have find somebody one upon this in a live stream. I don't know, but let's get into it, okay? So this, but situation good can sometimes make simplify. Psychological, I support a vacation relationship to woman was basically in a cave.
Man, we don't gotta go through the whole video, y'all. But hey, man, Lee Shawty, I know she got a nice ass bank account. You know what I'm saying? Hope she feel better and get back right, man. But hey, man, at least she got a nice little bank account. I know that for sure. That nigga say that motherfucker give him 200, 100,000 at a time, $1,000,000 at a time. So at least Shawty, she straight, man. She came up. I know she got down. At least she was gaining and getting shit out the situation. But damn, Shawty getting beat up. That nigga was beating the fuck out of her. And niggas like that, man, whole ass nigga, man. He come across some real, some real stand up nigga, man. They gonna drop his ass where the fuck he stand at, man. But like I had this elaborated to y'all, man. You can't feel sorry because this is what people out here promoting. It's like a false preacher, false teacher, you know, and people really, start really trying to go by that shit. Women and you got men trying to meet certain standards they sell while they like, damn, and you got a woman like, oh nah, nigga gotta have such and such. He can't even look my way if he don't got 200,000, 300,000 in his account, motherfucker spending such and such. And it's like, damn, bro, it's crazy, man. But it's all funny, man. And it's like, that's why I had to do a reaction, y'all, with y'all, so y'all could, get a little quick, discussion about it, But at the end of the day, it ain't really even nothing to talk about. It's not surprising or nothing. So it just, like I said, hope Shawty feeling better. Hope she get well. But like I said, man, I don't feel sorry for motherfuckers because this is why I tell people, man, you gotta be pure, man, when especially when you start being influencers and, people that's, especially on social media, got a big following like that and, you got people that really look up to you and follow you. You can't be playing around with shit like that, man. Like, it will later come, and bite you, so definitely, man. So anybody out here want to do content, man, don't push no false narrative, man. Just be yourselves, man. Whatever way you living, but just be yourself. All that fake, sitcom shit and that movie shit, leave that shit for the birds, man. But yeah, man, y'all leave a comment. And y'all let me know if y'all even know about this dude. You know what I'm saying? He definitely infamous. Like, there's a lot of them out there, but he's one of them. But yeah, y'all leave a comment. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. And yeah, man, shout out to our I.F.O. And we be back. Ow, ow, ow.